Bo Stos is back to retrieve it. Low snap, cleanly caught and kicked. Stos gets this one and puts a knee down just outside.
It's going to come back on a roughing the kicker penalty. Country Day has hit the kicker, be 15 yards. Let's take a look at this on the replay, Gary. That kicker has the right to come back down. He kicks the football. His foot's still in the air. You got to protect that punter. That is roughing the kicker.
So the penalty will keep the Rebels in business here. They've declined it.
I don't understand this. Now the Atherton coaches are a little bit concerned about what happened. It would not have given them a first down, and they elected to give them the ball there. But Matt Brown's trying to get the attention of whoever called the play, the player, and now he's talking to the coach on the sideline.
Coach, I thought roughing the kicker was an automatic first down. Is it just 15 yards?
Yeah, it's 15 yards from the point.
I got you.
And someone elected to take the play from Atherton. It had to be a player, a captain.
Whatever it is, KCD back now in business. The Bearcat offense trying to get on board, and now they're making an impressive first start as they rush it out to a first down as they've got the ball now approaching the 40-yard line.
Take a look at it again. Sweep play to the right side off the belly series. Ryan Cruz. And Gary, look at this, another penalty. Brings that play back.
You always preach penalties and turnovers, Coach.
That's right.
Both of them are playing huge factors in this game.
And you know, we always say in that first game, the teams will improve more between the first and second game they will all year, because they get to see those mistakes and work on them and eliminate them the next week, hopefully.
1st and 20 for the Bearcats. Stos in motion, throwing that way. It's completed into the hands of Zach Wall, and the Rebels having no part of that as Alex Talbot makes the tackle.
Swing pass to the back outside. Take a look at it. The ball is a little bit too high. Wall makes the catch. Did not get the block.
Under 6 minutes to go in the third period as the homestanding Rebels enjoy a 14-point pad on the Bearcats from KCD. Linebackers threatening to come after the quarterback. They do. There could be a ball on the ground. Nope, just a quarterback. He manages to hold on to it.
Country Day is just having a hard time against that big line for Atherton. Take a look at the inside man on the play. They've got some big dudes still in there.
They sure do. That's changing the complexion of the play calling. Is now 3rd down and long. 15 yards. Matt Brown shouting in the defensive instructions. Richter checking out the Rebel defenders coming his way. Richter puts it up a little too long. It's going to set up 4th down. The Rebels are going to get it right back.
Nice pass, just a little bit too far for the intended receiver. And now the clock becomes the factor that Atherton wants to see move on. Here's the snap on the pass. Nice tight spiral, just a little too long.
Coach, I think the temperature's going down out here, but it feels like the humidity's going up. It's pretty moist up here in this press box. I can't imagine what it is on the field for these kids. Punt going end over end. Cloud stays away from it. And they're going to down it there on the 40-yard line. the Rebels are going to get back into business.
Well, about the first punt that Atherton has not returned, 37 yards on the punt. I think they're going to take a timeout here, Gary. One of those rest timeouts or heat-related timeouts. A 3-minute timeout here.
Well, 3 gives us a good chance to talk about the 3A picks you've got in high school football.
Well, this is a loaded division. Russell was in the state playoff last year. I've got them coming back. And the team that I think is picked by the coaches is Central. Belfry number 3, Somerset number 4, and Elizabethtown and Central are in the same division. Russell and Belfry are in the same division. So we may see 2 of those teams in the state final. But Central has an excellent chance of being in that playoff the first week of December.
Coach, who do you think benefits most by going from 4 classifications to 6?
I think class 3 and 4 has benefited the most. Now, some of the teams in A benefited because Danville and some of the others moved on, but the A division still has Beechwood, Holy Cross, Mayfield, and some of those tough teams. But Division 3 and 4 have really benefited the most in that the real big schools are now in 5 or 6, and some of the traditional schools that have been good football teams but haven't made it to the playoff are now in Division 3 and 4, and Central is one of them.
90 degrees, just a bit of a wind blowing out here, and 41% is that humidity level. As you see, the forecast is going to be hot pretty much all weekend. I do think, Coach, I want to understand the long-range forecast. Sounds like we're going to get back to more normal weather by this time next week when we're kicking off high school football week 2 in Kentucky.
Gary, I'm just glad they're not playing an afternoon game. Now, we'll see what happens to those afternoon games a little later on this week.
Curtis Toll has it, and taking a toll on him are the Bearcat defenders. He really never got on the ground, but they blow the whistle. He stops after about a 6-yard loss.
Just commenting on the play in general, Gary, it looks like both teams are spent right now. They're really just going through the motions, and I don't know if we take a look at the replay if the speed is if they've lost their speed or their momentum or their drive, but neither team's doing much with the football.
Atherton did all their work in the second period, 14 points there, and that's the only scoring we've had in this whole contest. Ethan Foster's out to the near side. Your quarterback is Justin Cloud. He's working out of the shotgun, 3 receivers to his left. Now Toll heading that way as well. He slides up and off the left guard, and he's got a big hole. He may break another one if he can twist through the Bearcats, but they take him down on about the 32-yard line.
Well, just as I said that, it woke someone up because that time the cutback was there.
Got to believe Curtis Toll is approaching 100 yards in this game.
You see what he did? He cut back and then went against the grain, and Toll does all this on his own. And Gary, you can't really coach this. This is natural instinct.
Kid's a good football player.
Yes, he is.
3 minutes and 20 seconds to go in the third period. The Rebels threatening once again as that Bearcat defense finds itself backpedaling once again. The handoff is faked. Cloud has it and dropped for the tackle is Brian Cruz, who makes a stop. There you see some of the stretching going on, some of the cramping that we talked about earlier, Coach. We're starting to see it here on the sideline.
Yeah, Toll's carried the ball 11 times. He has 116 yards and 1 touchdown. And as I said, Gary, as the game goes on, you're going to see more and more cramping. And that was the quarterback down, wasn't it? Take a look at it again. On the keeper, nowhere to go.
And they took him right down to the ground.
And they're taking a timeout.
Excuse me. 2.5 minutes to go here in this third period as these guys are going to take a break, Coach. Let's take a look at another one of the groups that you say benefited greatly by the 6A division now, which is the 4A guys.
Here's a tough division also. Lexington Catholic and Boyle County, 2 great programs. Boyle County has won more games in the last 10 years than anyone in Kentucky, and that includes Trinity and St. Xavier.